All right, everybody, it's episode 437. We are back in the house. It's Fans of Patrol time. I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tifflebot. What's going on with you this week, Tiff?
It's it's been a bit of a week, but it's good to be here. With my good friend Montego.
Indeed, man. So we are Fans of Patrol. We are a nerd-centric, goofy, talking garbage podcast, and we are here to
garbage. If you're first time listening, this is garbage. Stay tuned.
Oh my goodness. Indeed.
All right, so, man, calm down.
This week, man, we got a couple of things we're going to talk about. I'm super excited because we have a bona fide superhero show, which we were founded on to talk about, so no more dolls, back into the heroes. Last week we did Barbie.
More dolls.
Yeah. Just super dolls. So this week we're going to do a full review discussion of Blue Beetle. We also have top favorite super suits we're doing. We're going to do a list there. So 5 for me, 5 for Jeff. And in the news, we got, what do we got, Tiff?
So we're going to talk about a couple trailers.
Yes.
One of them is called Foe. It's like, I think it's what I would say is like a slow burn science fiction. So,
and the only reason why anybody might be saying anything about this because it's Gareth Edwards. But other than that, let's roll.
Got some heavy hitting actors in there. And then the second season of a show. I don't know if you remember this, but we watched the first episode of this show. This where Wolf Like Me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We watched the first episode of this show and lost track of it. So we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We're gonna talk about it when we get there. And then the top 5 superhero costumes you mentioned in Blue Beetle.
All right, man. All right. So saying all that, are you ready to get it on?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Perfect.
All right, man. We are back. It's time to get this show on the road, man. Before we do, all the sweet places people can reach Fans of Patrol if you're not aware. Tifflebot, take it.
All right. For everything Fans of Patrol, get to us on social media at Fans of Patrol on Instagram, Facebook, and X. I'm sorry. Fucks me up every time. You can watch us on TikTok at Fans of Patrol 0. You can watch our YouTube. And of course, listen on your favorite listening platform, which if you can't find us there, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Indeed, man. So these are your notes, Tifflebot. Why don't you walk us through these news things?
Right this way, sir. Into the world of news.
That's right.
So it has been a little bit dry for news. It's not the season for the big announcement. I think we have a little bit more time before like winter time stuff starts happening.
No time because ain't shit coming out because of the
I know, but so
but we're also just shows, children. Better shave them all. You're gonna have shit to do this winter. Don't watch nothing new. If you haven't binged it, leave it alone and stop binging. I
did hear that there was an offer, and that it wasn't looking good. Because when I heard it, it was a shitty offer. When I heard it, I was like, the job that I am in, which is demanding because any job in some capacity is demanding.
Yeah,
is nothing quite like that. As far as like writers who are spending a lot of time and probably doing other work while they're trying to support themselves, I wouldn't even do my job for that amount of like an increase. I'm not doing it. Well, do you know what I mean?
here's the problem: is that I don't want to one at a time. Got to spoon feed them y'all writing materials. That's my opinion.
I'm not sure.
Keep moving. Let's go.
I'm not sure what to say about that. So, this movie, what I was talking about slow news is I would have picked to talk about this movie anyway because it seems like sort of my jam. I love like a slow burn, sad science fiction movie. I almost like it. So this trailer for Foe is about a couple.
All right. So you were saying, Tifflebot.
So it is a science fiction movie
Yeah,
where this couple, a government official comes to talk to them about
yeah,
going to space.
yeah. I thought he was a
Um,
psychiatrist, but go ahead.
yeah, and then it turns out that it's only one of them that's going to go to space.
Yeah,
And I think it was about, I think there's like the implication that you would get like a robotic replacement for your spouse.
yeah, and just like under 60 years, we got that technology. But go ahead.
But
2065 is supposed to be. I'm like, wow,
you know,
a lot of
it's
shit gonna happen in the next couple years.
well, I would say that one, scientific stuff does take leaps and bounds in strange ways. Don't think we're going to quite get here, but
Space, hovercrafts, and androids.
mhm.
Damn.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but I am saying that sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Like the whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to go to it.
I got
The
you.
thing about it is, I love this kind of science fiction
Yeah,
because I almost like it when you're watching just a regular movie and there happens to be like like not even addressed science fiction elements.
yeah,
Like there's robots, but that's not
yeah,
really what the movie's about. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, this I don't know. When you watch this, how do you feel? I don't know if you do you would you watch this?
Hell no. When I see
I,
this, I'm like, oh boy. I literally was watching like, oh boy, I don't want to watch this shit.
oh
The
man.
lady dancing around, the guy's just walking around being strange because we don't know who he is, and then we got the black dude walking around who's supposed to be government official slash psychiatrist, and
I
you
think
know,
he's a robot.
oh, you think that's why he's so stoic and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just I don't give a
Here's
shit.
my I would like to say
Yes,
something about this movie. Can't wait to watch it. Follow up to it.
you know what this
I
reminds me
am
of?
so
Go ahead, go ahead.
I am so I think I could estimate what's going to happen in this movie. They've either replaced this person already,
Oh, you
right?
mean even beforehand? The dude was already gone.
Right.
Right. Oh, that would be a decent twist, but it would just be
Um
a Spock eye raise twist. Is all it would be. Oh, they did something different.
I like to think of just like if they sent her to space instead, that'd be a decent twist. But
Hmm.
like a more,
I
you
don't,
know.
man. I just this.
But movies don't need to have twists.
You know what this reminds me of?
You know what I mean? What?
It reminds me of that Apple movie with Marcella Ali, all slow and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to, just scream, man.
I
I don't.
didn't hate that movie, but I didn't love it.
I watched it and I thought it was interesting, and then
Yeah,
in hindsight, I'm like, really wish I wouldn't have wasted my time. I'll
I
never
think
get that back.
it was like those movies that you watch where you can feel like it's almost there,
Yeah,
but that gap for some reason is so much worse than if you were like lower down or higher above
yeah.
because you're
That
just like
movie, that movie needed to become hardcore science fiction action or science fiction horror somewhere. It didn't take the right
yeah,
turn.
like and it didn't even do I think it was attempting to do like a deep psychological kind
Right.
of horror, but they didn't even get there because it was
Yeah.
I think that the horror that they why do I keep saying it like that sounds really weird horror
Horror.
horror that they are uh like it's almost like that they were making that movie 20 years ago when a lot of people weren't depressed or having an existential crisis. Do you know what I mean? That would have been something that you would have been exploring in film a long time ago, and I felt like a little stagnant because I was like, well, we've all in the modern horrific world in which we live, this seems a relatively normal feeling to disassociate and
that's
feel
why
strange.
I hate those psychological bullshits when you don't know what the person. I hate stuff like already. I
I
hate
like that.
stuff
I
like
know.
that.
You
I just
need a
like
concrete, this happened, this happened, this happened.
indeed. So nah, I don't want to see that. But hopefully, a bunch of streaming stuff that we missed this summer will be out when that movie comes out.
I
So we
think
don't have
that
to
that's
listen to it.
coming out on, for some reason it said Amazon Film, and I couldn't tell if that meant that it was going to be streaming on Amazon
I think it's going to be on
or,
Amazon. I saw that Amazon too, and normally I
yeah,
haven't seen any Amazon thing go to the network first. Maybe I missed something. I mean, not the network,
like to the
to the
theater first.
theaters
It's usually
first. Yeah.
like they sometimes release
simultaneously.
or afterwards, which is weird
Yeah.
because I didn't know.
Hey,
Weird.
I mean, these people figuring folks just clamoring to get to the theaters, but that's not true. You got big supposed blockbusters not being a blockbuster. Hey, speaking of block and no buster, rest in peace to Bob Barker, man. He died this weekend, man. I grew up with that dude. I remember
Me too.
watching ding 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 ding.
What is your okay? What is your favorite Price is Right game?
I like the Lord of the
Oh, I love that one too. We might have talked about this before.
I don't know, but
yeah, you can get like there was ones that they played like quite a bit.
Yeah,
and then there felt like there were ones that just felt special. Like obviously Plinko didn't always come out. And like I think you dream of Plinko.
Yeah.
But you love the mountain goat.
Oh yeah, right, for sure.
Oh for sure. Fuck! I couldn't wait. And then like my mom loved Price is Right, so she watched it
every day. I watched it every day with my grandma. My grandma had it.
You know what I mean?
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day before Sesame Street came on.
Like my mom, worked weirder hours because she was a hairstylist. Yeah. So she couldn't always watch it. And so I remember when my parents got like the first kind of DVR situation, which was long after. It was in their
watch every day thing, huh?
Their cable box comes with it, so they could record it. And my mom was so excited. The first thing she put in there
was Price is Right. Also, man, Arlene Sorkin, Harley Quinn herself, the voice of Harley Quinn, she passed today. So yeah. So Batman animated series, she that whole character just spun from that cartoon, man. And ended up being a goddamn thing, a huge thing. That's amazing that it actually came from a cartoon. It wasn't like a old character or nothing like that. It's amazing, Mm-hmm. So she passed today. So what else are we talking about here, Tiffle?
Yeah, but spay and neuter pets. Bob Barker's.
Oh yeah.
Bob Barker's famous sign off. I'll never forget that.
Spay neuter pets and leave my pets that I'm sexually harassing alone back here. All of them, it's like, goddamn. You remember when that stuff happened? All the stuff came out how he was sexually harassing all of Bob's girls. You remember that? Oh yeah. It was.
That might be. I might.
It was huge. He was trying to mess around with all of them, man. It was like they all ratted on him too. And
I have a feeling did not. We just had a loving tribute to this man who is doing bad things that I didn't even know about.
Tiff, the good and the bad is your legacy. You can't shape it. You can only shape it in life, man. Oh, Jesus.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a big
That's shitty.
deal. Yeah, it was a huge deal.
Well.
And guess what? It was back in the day. That stuff happened. Wasn't no canceling. The show went on.
You know what? That's pretty shitty.
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right. Let's, okay.
I think all of Bob's girls kept their jobs and got big, huge settlements. So they were really smiling on TV afterwards. They're like, we got your ass.
I'm not laughing at the circumstance. That's terrible. I'm laughing because of how we were like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Play the sad noise now.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. Because I was unaware and that is terrible. Okay. So get your mind back in the game, Blue. Yeah. Jesus, fuck. So
your TV show.
The TV show, Wolf Like Me. I was like looking at the notes, but I'm looking in the wrong place. It is a movie that's on Peacock. Not a movie, a show. I'm sorry, that's on Peacock.
TV show, yeah.
And it's got Josh Gad and Isla Fisher, which are like two respectable names, is what I would say. You do remember watching this, right?
We did not watch it.
We did.
We reviewed the trailer. I remember reviewing the trailer.
Yes.
Because I thought the one guy was Guillermo, but it wasn't Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes. And then I am pretty certain that we watched it, but I can't be pretty certain
that we didn't. I'm pretty certain that we saw that trailer and was like, I might watch this. And then I was like,
I swear to God, I'm gonna have to watch the first one and see if remember. I do watch, we did watch that Werewolves Within
Oh God, I love that movie so much.
And sometimes I'll get my werewolf stuff confused.
Yeah, we
If
watched
they look similar. Do you know what I mean? Not like similar
very
as in
similar.
storyline, but like the tone is like kind of looks alike. So I could
And
be thinking that.
Guillermo for What We Do in the Shadows was in that movie.
Getting them confused.
So he was in that movie, but he wasn't in this movie. But they kind of look alike. You know?
They do look a little bit alike.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah. I could see like if they weren't next to each other, how someone would be like, "Is that?" And they'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Well, and the other guy, I mean, neither one of them is like super famous.
Guillermo was getting there because
I know he's getting in movies
role,
and stuff. Yeah, I got really excited when I saw him in a trailer when we went to see this movie, and he's in this.
And he will
Blue
forever
Beetle.
be Guillermo forever.
I will never forget him
Would you like?
eating those coffee beans and Nandor being like, "Are you drinking enough water?"
His name happened to be Dela Cruz in this movie too. But anyway, let's just,
That's true.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go move on. We're getting into the weeds, but this I just like you said, completely forgot that this existed.
Yeah, the girl was supposed to be the werewolf, and the guy was like dating her or something like that. And I was like,
but there was an implied like maybe you weren't supposed to be sure if she was a werewolf, but she's definitely a werewolf. I remember that.
Yep.
So
I didn't watch,
but I'm not. It was implied that there was some kind of twist involved. We did watch this show because he has a daughter.
You see that in the trailer.
But he brings her to his daughter. She brings him over to see her.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember more about it than would be in the trailer.
That's all I remember. Maybe you watched it and I didn't. But I know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna watch it and let you know because I'm upset now. But they got a second season, which is weird because I'm pretty sure the first season was 100 years ago.
Yeah, but again, Tiff, they might have filmed that and maybe never intended to release.
Oh,
but
I see what you're saying. Got it.
Strike going on, so they're like, "Hey, release that. Get them up to go. You know, we gotta outlast them in the strike. So just send it all. You know."
Wow.
Yeah.
These things I don't really even register or think about because
we'll start seeing all kind of strike. Look, man, I remember the first writer strike in my lifetime where they changed the Duke Boys. Well, it wasn't the writers; it was the actor strike, and the Duke Boys changed. They brought in Scab Duke Boys, and so I was
Scab Duke Boys sounds like a ska band.
They brought the cousins in. And it sucked, and nobody watched it. You know?
Wow!
Indeed.
Wow!
Yeah, so I'm not.
I had to put some chapstick on after that because
indeed,
dry my mouth out.
Chap
you
you up.
Chap you up.
Chap you up.
Chap you up. All right, my God.
Well, so I guess that's it, man. We could take a break and we can come back with some fun time in the games because, yeah.
Well, it's a game.
Yeah. No, not a game. It's a list.
I know.
It's a countdown. So we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.